Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is the Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome back to Don't Starve, and welcome to what is potentially going to be me being chased by wolves all the way up to the beefalo herd. That is currently where I'm headed up to right now, since Abigail, I can't summon her for just a little bit longer, I'm going insane, I'm hungry, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So the beefalo sound like a good means of coping with this right now. They're just up here, so yeah, we're blah. Anyway, this is an episode that's not really going to be educational or tutorial-like. It's simply going to be me playing the game, and that's going to be fine by now. Basically, the reason I'm doing this is because... Ow, shit. I'm kind of at a point where I don't want to be doing anything too risky, like going to the caves or be chased by all these damn wolves. Because like I'm really short on supplies, because I was down in those caves for like 40 days, basically. I'd say like 46, I'm exaggerating, but I was in there for over a season, basically. And you don't really want to be doing that when you're playing this game. You don't want to be adventuring for that long. And the risks should be pretty damn obvious for those of you wondering. It is pretty obvious that I'm not in a great position because of all that time I've spent down there. I'm very resource low and all that other good stuff. So we actually have to spend some time recovering ourselves here. We've got to spend some time making sure that we're back up to snuff and that we're not going to be in a position where we need to worry about resources. So I actually have to go like hunting again. I need to go do all that sort of stuff. I'll keep that rabbit in that box over there because I just don't want to... the reason I capture rabbits in this game is for dark rituals to summon Lord Abigail. It's not actually for food usually, so I don't really feel the need to go get that right now. Okay, well, we've got a slurper pelt. I don't actually have seeds in there, if you're wondering, so I'm not intentionally trying to catch birds. It just keeps happening, and there's just always something there. I really need to stop putting up bird traps because they literally drive me crazy. I don't know why I do it. Okay, so we can get ourselves a good supply of honey. Let's check our fridge. Okay, our fridge has some okay stuff. It's also got a lot of rot. Less good. We're gonna dry these rabbit meats. Or actually, I think that's little monkey meat, but whatever. Okay. But yeah, basically at this point in time, we just need to get back to basics, recover our stuff, and I'm just gonna relax and play the little game, just sort of as it is, instead of pressuring myself into trying to do the sort of stuff that I was doing down the caves or anything like that, because, like, you know, this is sort of, I think, one of the good things about this game, is it's sort of the essence of the game is really this more than anything. Okay, let's get these to give me some honey. La-di-da-di-da. Okay, so that's done. Let's get these other bees to give me some honey. And that is good. So I popped some glowberries. I'm perfectly fine running around in the dark for a little bit. Okay. If we want a little bit more light, we can always turn on our lamp. Not that it really makes a difference here. I don't really have much in the way of fuel here right now. Well, that's fine. We can look for things for fuel in the morning. I'm not sure if I've got any wood in these chests here, so let's go check that out. Oh, we got a little bit of charcoal and we got some pine cones, so we can burn a bunch of pine cones. Yeah, this is sort of, I think, what the essence, ultimately, of the game is. I know that other people disagree, because, like, adventuring stuff like that is fun from time to time in this game. I will definitely not deny that, but I think that, ultimately... Like, the sort of relaxing part of this game, the casual part of the game, is just sort of surviving, see if you can do what you can to live. And that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing here. There we go. Okay, let's toss this stuff in our fridge. The rest of our honey. Let's eat some of this honey, actually. It's a good source of health, is what regular honey is. Okay. And, we're out hunting. Also, I think that we could do with... Okay, let's grab also some silk and make a net, because it looks like we could do with some sanity. And one of the ways that you can sort of recover your sanity when you don't really want to pay attention to what you're doing and you're just a lazy asshole is to make a net and capture a bunch of butterflies and just pick up the flowers. Because I could also actually do with a little bit of a lot of other stuff, frankly. Okay. So let's go ahead and make ourselves our bug net. There we go. So while we're doing this, we're just going to go ahead and capture these butterflies, but we're also going to use this as an opportunity to look for Koalefant or beefalo tracks or whatever. Let's just get you. Okay, so we'll just plant them back down. As long as you keep planting flowers, like butterflies spawn from flowers, so as long as you keep up planting them, you'll end up in a situation where they're just an unlimited resource and you can take as many as you like. Okay, so where do I feel like we might find Koalefant tracks today? Well, there's a little clip of unexplored space around down here, so let's get that way and see how things are going. Also, I've got a good top hat, so like we're going to be a little bit better off in terms of that. There we go. And then we will murder him, because he's an asshole. Okay, there we go. Remember, someone being an asshole is perfect justification for murder. Fully condone that. Okay. Yeah, and our sanity's gone back up to a very nice 124, so we're not really in a position where we need to worry. Let's just... Whoops. That was unfortunate. Let's just plant that back down. Take that. And I should be just about full health. Yeah, pretty close. Okay, so let's go on our journey and look for those Koalefant tracks or whatever. Just hunting, it's a casual day of hunting and relaxing. And not worrying about anything because everything's perfect and we're going to be just fine. Now, one of the things that we should also do, we might as well actually look for tracks up near the beefalo herd. And the reason for that is there might have been some dropped monster meat up by the beefalo herd, so we might be able to get something out of that there. Alright. And one of the other things I would like to do is collect berries, because the way I play this game is I leave all the berry bushes scattered around the map because that way I don't have to fertilize them, but I still do harvest from them when I get near them. Okay. I haven't been doing as much intense agriculture as I could be either. I could also go ahead and just really focus down and build more farms and really use those eggplants, but right now, the way things currently are, I'd rather keep those plants in the field sort of and use them in the case that I don't catch anything hunting, so we'll have to deal with that as it goes. We could also use eggs as food, so let's go ahead and get all these. Oh yeah, there's some hound's teeth, that's good. Get away from the seeds, bird. Damn it. Okay. Now, let's try and not piss off these things. Oh, look at all this rot in here. Okay. Alright. And were there any other... Interesting. Oh, there's another monster meat. Okay. I'm still not really seeing anything resembling Koalefant tracks. Unfortunate, but it is the way it is sometimes. And I don't really show this, but it does take quite a while to find them sometimes. I'm actually going to look for something on my map here. There might have been a place where I found these, but I don't remember. Usually there's a place on the map where you can find tall birds. They're also a good source of turkey meat. It doesn't look like I found one yet, but... Well, actually, let's go exploring. We might as well. There are parts of the map which we haven't really looked at yet because of what we were focusing on. Might as well go to those places and use that as our source of whatever else it is. I also have the slurper pelt that I really should probably get rid of. Oh well. Not too worried about any of that right now. We're doing fine. I mean, we've still actually got enough food that we can keep living. I can always go back to using my lamps or whatever as my source of light instead of building fires at night. Since it is summer, I don't need the heat. So I don't need to worry about that. So yeah, let's not worry about ourselves over much about some of the things that we're about to be worried about. Okay. That gold in there, slurper pulp in there. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna go off and explore a little bit. That's what we got these light bulbs for. We're gonna toss that into our lamp. Bit of fuel, and if we look over here, we can see that there's this sort of area we haven't looked at yet past those beehives, so we're going to go check that out. It's a good thing. It's summer, it's nice and warm out, we don't have to worry about the cold killing us, but yeah, things are looking pretty much like it did earlier on in the game right now. Except we've got some nicer stuff, and we're also going a little bit more insane than I would like, but things aren't always as you perfectly like. Okay, I'm going the wrong way. I should have gone up. Okay. That's another killer bee. If you destroy their hive, they just are there forever. It's awful. Okay. Well, let's see what we've got down here. I could also go and clear out the back Maxwell biome a little bit more, but I want to save that for a later date because there is actually a monster there that I haven't really talked about or explained yet. That's up in the Maxwell biome. So I'll leave that for a later time when I'm feeling a little bit more educational. This is going to probably be like a relaxing with Yukitsu episode instead of a normal Don't Starve episode. But yeah, just milling about, exploring the map, finding what there is to find. Good stuff. It's getting to that point where it's going to be really hard for me to see Koalefant tracks. I can actually sort of see them in the dark like this, but not really all that well. It's kind of awkward and awful, but yeah, you can sometimes pick them out even when it's this dark, so it's not like there's no point in continuing to adventure at this time of day. Of course, there is no point if you don't actually find any tracks, but now when you're walking on this stuff and it's like night, absolutely no chance that I'll ever find tracks, but may as well keep walking. I mean, there is more map to explore. Alright. I think this forest is just going to end up being a really big forest with nothing in it in particular. And our light bulbs are starting to go rotten. Fantastic. Oh, look at that pig man sleeping out in the cold there. This house is like 2 feet away and he just fell asleep on the doorstep. How adorable. Okay. Well, pigmen's around a spider den. Yeah, it's just another typical forest full of spiders, it looks like. Okay, so this pigman is fighting some spiders. What we're gonna try and do is help out a little bit. And we're going to take advantage of the situation by clearing out this spider's nest. There we go. And those pigments will probably be doing that so we can take out this spider nest instead of dealing with the spiders ourselves. And the reason I'm doing this is, again, I don't want spider queen spawning around here. Okay, and that will prevent that from happening. There's another one over here, but it's level 2, and the pigs seem to have milled off somewhere, so they're not going to help with that, so wait till they get back maybe, or just keep walking. To be honest, I don't actually have to worry about a spider queen spawning here, because I don't really think there's anything down here that would really compel me to come back. Look at that pigman sleeping in like a lazy bastard. Alright. Yeah, it looks like this area is going to be real bad for trying to find Koalefants in. Certain areas are easier or worse to find Koalefants in. This is the worst area to try and find Koalefants in just because there's like... the ground is so much darker, it makes it harder to see. What's here? We've got this these sanity flowers that usually... oh, it's an evil tree, okay. Or a perfectly normal tree. It is completely... yeah, no one buys that. Anytime you label something perfectly normal, everyone knows by default that there's something wrong with it. Like, you should not put the label like perfectly ordinary orange and put it on a table, because like nobody will eat it. People will by default be like, that is like an orange with cyanide or something in it. It is not a normal orange. That's just the way people are set up to view the world around them. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's more beefalo down here. Hello, beefalos. Oh, interesting. It's a little tiny little herd of them, but that could be potentially useful later on. It's odd to see them in a little patch like that. Alright. I'm not sure if they can repopulate very quickly, though. I think that that might have something to do with how their biome was set up, but I'm not positive, so you never know. Might one day show up there and find like 50 beefaloes crammed into a tiny little patch of grass. Of course, probably not, because I don't think that they tend to reproduce all that quickly when I'm down in the ruins or the caves. Okay, let's eat that. I'm just eating all these flowers because they give you like 1 health each. You may as well. And we got the spider gland. May as well use that too. Okay. Well, we've explored that peninsula pretty well enough. Not completely and definitively, but it's good enough. Yeah, it's just a lot of spiders' nests and forests around here. Nope, nothing interesting here either. I still don't think I've seen any Koalefant tracks. It's hard to tell on this ground light for me. It's probably easier for you because you can sort of look around, but I have to pay attention to certain things so I don't die, which is, you know, kind of the thing about playing this game. You kind of have to pay attention a little bit. Ooh. One of these guys. Perfect. Alright, so I can use that for magic later on. Let's see here. This seems like this good sort of field to try and look for Koalefants in, because it's relatively easy to follow the tracks on ground type, and it's usually pretty clear, so it's a pretty decent place to go looking for them. Ooh, another mandrake though. There we go. Now these guys never rot. They're okay as in like emergency ration, but they're like rare. You can only ever get like 3 on a map or whatever. So I don't really think that most people like eating them. What most people do is they turn them into pan flutes, which are a powerful magic item that puts everything in a radius around you to sleep. I personally don't really ever use them because most of the time like you can just sort of run past whatever it is that you would normally put to sleep, but it's okay in adventure mode where like there's those gigantic waves of spiders. It's just like, okay, play the flute and run away and push your way through. But yeah, I don't know. It's just not an item that comes in play all that often just because of how difficult they are to make. Alright, and once again it is night and I'm not going to be able to find any of the Koalefant tracks, which I haven't seen any of in a while. You know, I think this is actually some of the longest amount of walking that I've gone without seeing any tracks. So that sort of means to me that I probably actually have, like, missed a track that was on screen, but I just didn't see it. Which happens a lot. It's part of being a good hunter is noticing where those tracks are where you can, but sometimes you don't, so just keep looking. You can only do what you can do. Carrots, though. A lot of the resources that I can forage for to stay alive are actually respawn, since I haven't been plucking berries for so long. There are plenty of those around. Okay, well, nothing interesting down that way, really. Some areas that I didn't really pick out there, but let's see. There's areas past here that I haven't really explored. I could do that. There wasn't really anything all that useful up there, other than Maxwell's biome. I think I've pretty much explored everything I want to explore. It's just that there don't seem to actually be any rock biomes that happen to have the tall birds in it. Alright, well, that's fine. And I should probably take my top hat off soon and repair it, since I think I actually have got a sewing kit. Oh, there's Koalefant tracks. Okay. Well, it's going to be tricky following these at night, but the lamp does help. It does not help that it is traveling right beside these eyeballs, but that is okay. It's just like straight line. It's like sitting in my crock pot right now. It's going to be like sitting in there, it'll see me coming up to it and be like, yeah, deal with it. And I'll be like, you asshole beefalo. Okay, or Koalefant. I always get those mixed up. Crap. I can't really see it here. Okay. So let's zoom in a little bit. It's a little bit more angled downwards than I was looking. Okay. Okay, this is going to be tricky. There we go. It's there. Night hunting is some of the like worst things as far as being able to see what's going on goes. Okay, there it is. And be very, very quiet. I'm hunting Koalefants. Okay. It'd be nice if these things actually just had consistent tracks, instead of just like every dozen feet or so they leave a footprint. Okay. Ah, shit. Is it? I'm hoping that the Koalefant hasn't wandered into the swamp. That would be awful. On the plus side, I guess that means I could use the tentacles to try and kill the thing with, but I think that's one of the worst ways to try and hunt these guys. Oh no, he did wander into the swamp. Okay, we're gonna try and drive him away from the swamp so that I can more easily deal with this. Ah, shit. This is going to make collection really awkward. Ah, shit. Okay, so, I'm gonna drop this axe here. By which I mean we're going to drop this axe here. What? Alright. Tentacle bat, just to mock these stupid tentacles with. Okay. And, yeah. Just, gonna be in and out sort of work. No tentacle. Not today. Yeah, I don't think so. Asshole. Okay, and let's grab that, and let's go. Alright. Successful hunting. Didn't have to raise a finger. Stupid Koalefant. Alright. Well, I guess that's one way. If you happen to be really lucky, I guess that you could call that lucky. I'm not really sure that I call that lucky. But yeah, we've managed to get ourselves our Koalefant. Victory! Yay! I guess. Okay. Got a lot of crap in our inventory that we probably should have put in boxes before we left, but whatever. Okay. Well, let's do it this way then. Store a lot of things in there. And combine those stacks. And that's fine. Yay! Okay. And I really am going to need to take off that top hat so I can fix it. Okay. Put that in there, that way I can eat one of these jerkies. Good. And we're slowly working ourselves back up to that sort of state of actually having a good inventory set up here. Okay, we're really, really down on logs, and I can bring Abigail back to life. So we'll drop this flower here. We don't actually need Abigail right now, so we're going to just leave that be for a bit. Let her be, as it were. Chester, did you have the other mandrake? No. Interesting. Okay, there, that's where the other mandrake was. Okay. Alright. It's nice for me to get back to this game as a sort of relaxing, casual game instead of the sort of like tutorial-based one. There's a little bit more pressure for me than there normally would be in one of my other save files because, like, I don't really want to die in this one because then I'd have to find the runes all over again in another world, and that's just, like, that would be devastatingly frustrating. Alright, but yeah, we're just almost at the point where I feel like I could go back down there and have enough resources that I wouldn't feel like really, really screwed because of it, but I really want to get myself into a position where I feel like actually secure instead of just like feeling like, oh yeah, okay, I can go back down there, because that's sort of like, oh yeah, like casual idea of going back down there would potentially get me killed. Okay. No, you asshole bird, those are my seeds. Alright. Let's also harvest this stuff and put down another seed here, because I do want to get dragon fruits. Okay, there we go. Now, I want to just check something here on the magic tab. I don't think that I can actually make the amulet that I want to be able to make here. Yeah, no, I can't. I believe that I need to do this down in the runes, but I cannot recall for sure if I need that. But just in case, we'll try building ourselves the shadow manipulator. I don't think we actually have enough shadows yet. We're getting close. We're getting close. So let's... Yeah, we got 6. We need 1 more. So I could go insane, or I could just go back into the ruins and get it then, which would probably be the better idea. Okay. Not really sure. Let's just keep hunting, actually. Can always find more Koalefants. Well, we have spent most of the day doing that sort of adventuring around looking for Koalefants thing. Pretty much running out of time for the day, so maybe I will wait out the night just in base. Keep cutting down trees, actually, would probably be a better idea, since we still don't really have any fuel at all, so... One thing I dislike about the light bulbs is that they do run out of duration very, very quickly. But on the plus side, at least you can always use the rot for farming, if you have to. Okay. Oh yeah, and we needed more boxes, so we really need to cut down a lot of trees. I was sort of not thinking about that for a second there. There we go. Look at all those trees we can plant here. Alright, there we go. How's my sanity look? I don't really need that mushroom. Let's not get it. These light bulbs go bad so quickly. Okay. Oh no, wait, we've got a full stack of wood. That's the problem. Okay. Well, let's throw some of these on the fire. Good. I think we're pretty much stable, actually. I think we're at a good spot here, so... let's go ahead and make those planks, though. Another chest there. And we'll throw in this stuff for now that we don't really feel like we need. I guess we don't really need the silk right now either, or the mining hat. Let's save one of our lanterns for now, so we don't have it in our inventory. And let's actually make another lantern. We're just going to go into light. We need 2 of those, right? Since they're almost rotten, you can always make a new lamp out of them, just completely out of scratch. There we go. And let's see if I have a sewing kit. I'm pretty sure I had a sewing kit. If I don't, I can always make one, but I kind of want to be able to make tooth traps, so... Let's see. Oh wait, I have more, Alright, well, okay. What do I need for this? I need my purple gem, I need my living logs. Purple gem, living logs. And a slightly bigger fire. There we go. And magic. Voila! And let's get our lamp. We'll build it up by this other fridge over here, and I think that we'll use this as a sort of secondary base area. So we'll make room for a crock pot, so we'll build it on the other side, and we'll have a fire around here somewhere. Okay, so Shadow Manipulator, we can do magics with it. As you can see, our magic list has opened up somewhat. I think... Okay, well, we can actually make quite a wide variety of things now with that. Nothing in particular that I want to make now, though. Is there anything which would be comprehensively useful? A Belt of Hunger might be a good thing, actually. But I would need more slurpers, so... Yeah, I don't really feel like I want anything right now out of that, so we'll leave that be and continue on our hunting. I should probably actually make a couple boomerangs to make this hunting process a little bit easier, so I'm not sure if I've actually built one yet, so yeah, no, I haven't. Okay. And I just put away my silk like a scrub. There we go. And I think I also need charcoal for some reason. For reasons. Ah, damn it, it's pumpkin again. Alright. One of these days I'm going to really just have to go in there and reorganize all my crap. Let's see here. I thought I just built a plank. Oh no, I made rope for some reason. I don't know. Okay, there we go. We're getting kind of hungry as well, so let's just eat these pumpkins. Raw pumpkins, it's enough food, so... Okay, and if you think about it, like, eating an entire pumpkin, that is a lot of food. I don't think I could eat an entire pumpkin. Well, part of that's because I don't really like pumpkins. So, you know... Not even pumpkin pie, really. I don't know, like, when I eat pumpkin pie, it actually tastes sweeter than just eating a bowl full of sugar for some reason. Like, I don't know why, because, like, pumpkin doesn't taste all that sweet, but, like, when you add pumpkin and sugar and spices all together, it just tastes sweeter than the sum of its components somehow. It's like some sort of strange alchemy is going on there. Come on, Koalefants. I want your delicious trunks. I think I forgot to eat that Koalefant trunk. Oh well. Yes, yes, tentacles, I'm aware that you exist and that you are still spiteful and hate my existence, blah blah blah. Alright, let's keep running. Still got our helmet on, just in case something decides it wants to take up issues with us, but does mean that I'm eventually going to need to do something to deal with my sanity. As I run around with a bug net looking for Koalefants, that's probably already pretty not sane, but whatever. One of the things I wish is that, like, Koalefant tracks were just, like, just for time saving, just showed up on your mini-map. That would be wonderful, even though it would make the game way too easy. Because I'm lazy sometimes. Lazy quite often, actually. Look at that thing still spazzing out about, like, all the little rabbits around there. I could probably actually destroy that and get a whole bunch of, like, rotten rabbit meat, but that's probably also really gross, so I probably won't do that. Sometimes I look at these dirt piles and these mounds for these graves and I think that might be a Koalefant mound, but it's only temporary very quickly before I realize that, no, that's not what I'm looking at. Okay, well, I think that we're going to have to continue on hunting before we're back up to having actual beef jerky surpluses like we would want to. I don't like the mini jerkies, of course, because that involves hunting rabbits, and honestly, like, me hunting and finding a Koalefant once every 3 days is still worth more than, like, hunting rabbits all day every day. Because I'm also getting other crap done by doing this to a certain extent. Not really this time, because I'm, like, just utterly failing, but, you know, in the general sense. Haven't been down to Pig Village in a while. I bet there's lots of berries here that I can... Actually, were there berry trees in Pig Village? No, there weren't. This is a shitty Pig Village, now that I think about it. They don't have anything. It's probably because they're like slackers and they're just sleeping the day away instead of working. Lazy bastards. Their pig king provides them everything based on the, like, tribute that I give him. They're in some sort of weird welfare state where, like, the one taxpayer has to give them everything. Assholes. Well, that's to them. I don't need their gold. Maybe that's what he does. Maybe they're actually, like, secretly mining away in, like, an underground mine all day, getting the gold for their pig king so they can pay for their welfare food. That might make sense. Yeah, this is definitely a much more relaxing playthrough of Don't Starve than I've honestly had in a long time. I like it. Of course, it'll be like really awful once like the new DLC comes out and I'm just like having to learn everything over again. It's just gonna be like, It's a fun process, but it's also a frustrating process, is relearning everything. Okay. Definitely going to have a hard time seeing any Koalefant tracks right now. It's just getting dark again. Although that's when I found them last time, I guess. Well, back at base. Let's just go ahead and... which one do we put our bee hat in? So I should always like make sure that I've got like my chests clearly put in proper places instead of what I do right now, which is just sort of haphazardly throwing stuff places. Alright, well, whatever. Oops. Alright, let's get away from there. Got a harvest of 6, that's pretty good. All of our light bulbs have rotted. So we are going to have to get more if we want to start replenishing our light bulbs. Or our lanterns, whatever. And it means I should probably stop using them as my source of light, but, you know, we've got 3 lanterns saved up, it's not going to be a huge deal. Okay, got those 2. And let's check our icebox again. Let's eat some honey for dinner. Yeah, that's a good enough dinner. We're gonna cook this monster meat and turn it to eggs. And those eggs we'll be able to store and actually eat. Perfect. Birds are great in this game. They're just like some sort of bizarre, like, purification system that arbitrarily fixes all of your problems. Okay. It's a goddamn carrot. Shit. Okay. Let's hope for something better this time. Actually, we can just sort of stand here and fertilize our crop. Get rid of our stack that way. And it's a goddamn carrot! Birds are bringing me useless seeds here. And rattling that cage. Ah, god damn it. Okay, that's worked out enough. Alright, back to hunting. Because I'm a carnivore at heart, really. I think that's sort of the big reason why I figured out different ways to hunt in this game instead of figuring out ways to, like, eat vegetables or frogs or whatever. I guess frogs are made out of meat. I don't really... Frogs are vegetables, they're green. Whenever your doctor tells you to eat your greens, just tell him that you've been eating a lot of frogs and it's not helping, and see what he says. I swear that he's probably just gonna, like, look at you like you've just turned into some sort of strange lizard, and then probably tell you that frogs are not vegetables despite the fact they're green. Or if, like, your doctor actually just says, like, to eat your greens and then, like, actually just says, oh yeah, I guess frogs are greens, and just lets you continue on, you need to get a new doctor. Because clearly that one is not interested in your health. It's just like, okay, you know what, this asshole, he's gonna say that, I'm gonna let him die. I'm just gonna let this guy eat frogs instead of vegetables, and he's going to die a terrible, terrible death. And you know what? I am totally fine with that. That's what's going to be what happens. Where'd all these beefaloes die from? What was killing them? Interesting. These fairy rings are sort of always around here. I don't like the red ones. I like the green ones because I think they're the most useful of the mushrooms, but, you know, and that's also not helpful right now since I don't really want to go to a new world or anything. Alright, well... yeah, we're just having a bad time finding those Koalefant tracks, but you know what? we are also having a good time foraging for our food, since we haven't really eaten anything from our storage other than like honey, which we've got quite a lot of coming in anyway, so looks like we're doing okay. It looks like we're actually going to pull through just fine as far as food goes, even if we don't catch anything for a little while. That's the nice thing about like the honey boxes and the crop fields, is that like you can get by just fine, even if you don't have good luck hunting or capturing rabbits or whatever it is you haven't decided to do to supplement your food supplies. Alright, well, another uneventful day at the office. Didn't make any sales today. Probably won't make any sales tomorrow. What I can imagine that they're going to eventually do in this game is just like have a frogman, which is just going to be like a gigantic frog that lives in like some sort of weird frog house, because that's sort of the like way they do everything else. They skipped the actual normal monkeys in this game, but like everything else is like they've got bunnies and then they've got son of a bitch. All right. You better not be a carrot again. I swear. But yeah, they've got like rabbits. They've also got rabbit men. They've got pig men. I guess there are no pigs actually. Eventually, I'm assuming though that there's just going to be like a man version of every monster in the game. So it's going to be like a bee man that lives in like a hive house and who like stings you with a gigantic like spear-like stinger, and it's just going to be like brutal, terrible murder. Okay, so well, I kind of have to get ready for the night now. I don't have time to continue on my exploring and adventuring and meandering, so it's a bit of a shame. Would love it if I could continue hunting. Also, I've kind of lost track of the days a little bit. I'm not sure how far away winter is. As they say, winter is coming, but like winter is always coming unless it's already winter. And even then, every day is just taking you a day closer to the next winter. I mean, I live in Canada, so this is the sort of thing we think about. It's just like, there's no actual time where winter is not coming closer, even when you're in the middle of winter. Because, like, there's always a winter behind that other one. Like, unless there's some sort of weird perpetual summer that happens just forever, we're going to have, like, a winter coming along soon, so. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I don't know. I never actually liked those books. Like, there's no likable characters in those books, and it's like supposed to be... They're not supposed to be likable. I'm well aware that like Game of Thrones characters are not meant to be likable, but they're unlikable to the point where I just kind of wish they would all drop dead. I don't know. And a lot of them do drop dead. It's just not fast enough, and I have to listen to their bullshit for far too long before they actually do have the courtesy of going and dropping dead. And not everyone does drop dead, so it's just like... Alright, so let's go ahead and harvest this. This is a good looking harvest of beef jerky. Delicious. Alright. And once we've got a good supply of beef jerky, since I don't have to like take the time to stand in front of the plug and thwack away at it so that I can get down into the layer, I can actually just go ahead and use beef jerky next time I go down there if I want to, because like I don't have to worry about the rabbit mens, because well I can just run past them this time and don't have to stop running. I can just keep running like a coward. I'm not too proud to admit that, until I get to where I want to go, which is going to be fantastic. I want to check something actually. Actually no, we'll check that in the morning. Alright. So let's stand near here and check our weapons thing. Let's see, bee mines, fire darts, and that. Well, I could actually also start making tooth traps. That might be a good idea. Looks like they've reduced the resource requirement for tooth traps, maybe? I don't know. Well, it's never too early to start making these things, so let's go ahead and do that. A spoiled glowberry. I don't know. Maybe I should eat it? I don't know. Yeah, we'll just put that in there for now, since just one of them by themselves isn't really going to defend us against jack squat, so... I wonder if you can cook these. I don't think you can. Yeah, I didn't think you could. Can you put it in here? Yeah, I didn't think you could. I don't really like these things. Just... they're so annoying. Alright. Okay, I want to just check something in our weapons thing here. Yeah, I didn't think so. What I want to do is actually make the slurgle shell armor that we can make out of shells, but... Oh! Jackpot. Okay. So we got ourselves another Koalefant. Let's take this off here. Problem is he's sort of wandering around this area with the dark ground, but hopefully he'll stick out of it for a little bit. It looks like he's moved on. Good. What I think is really weird in this game is, like, the tracks somehow magically don't appear until the previous one's found, which is really strange to me. Straight up, pretty much. Okay. And this time we got a boomerang, so we don't have to corner the bastard. Oh no, is he heading to the swamp again? Oh, you asshole Koalefants. Oh, no. Okay. The dark ground, but that's a little bit better than the swamp, honestly. It's just hard to see on the dark ground. It's not full of... oh, fuck. I was about to say it's not actually full of tentacles, but... okay, so from there to this away... this is the same place! This is... oh my god. I can tell because there's that axe that I dropped there. Okay, well... god. Damn Koalefants. Okay. You and me, we're gonna have a talk. Okay. There we go. There we go. Perfect. I don't know what it is about the swamps that they've been liking so much lately. Jesus. Alright. Now, unfortunately, I do kind of need a tentacle bat soon, but if I want to go explore the ruins again, I'm going to have to get another one or two of those, but I think I might have one stored. I should check. Alright. Success. Victorious hunter returns home with their latest conquest. Watch as I get home and there's like just a carrot growing there. It's just like... I'll be quite upset about a carrot being growing in our garden of, like, just unlimited carrots. Or nothing's growing there at all yet. That's also acceptable. I guess it was just fairly recently that I planted that, so... alright. And let's go through our boxes to see if we've got one that had another tentacle bat. Did we? No, it doesn't look like we did. Okay, well. What we could do is take our hound's teeth, go into close here, and I think, yeah, we've never made one of these, so, oops. There we go. Sewing kit. Sew that. 71% is good enough for me. Okay. What I need to do eventually is just get like a clothes chest that has specifically got clothes in it or whatever, but for now this is acceptable. Okay, let's take this rot and actually go ahead and use it. Eat that beef jerky. We'll eat a Koalefant tusk for dinner. Alright. Better not be a carrot. Son of a bitch! Alright. Hold on, watch this, watch this. Oh, it's a pumpkin. What is with this plot? Like, is there just an unlimited amount of the resource required to make beta-carotene underneath that, like, patch of dirt? I don't understand. Okay, so... yeah, I think we're on track now, though. I think that we're in a position where we can honestly say that, like, we are just about ready. We just need to wait till our jerky sort of dries, and then we'll be ready to head back into the caves. Anyway, I hope you found this relaxing. And as always, I hope to see you all next time.